Why do you think the people of Niger Delta are made to be so poor? Or the people in Maiduguri, in Borno, in Yobe, where all the minerals are, where all the food is grown, the places where our resources, the wealth of this country really exists. Why do you think the people there are so poor? It's because with poverty comes voicelessness, comes silence. Poverty silences. And when a man has no voice, there's nothing in this world he wants more than a voice. And then you take him to school and tell him that the only way to get a voice is to be like your oppressor. So what is going on in Niger Delta? How many white people are involved in that one? The complete destruction of the ecosystem and our environment, the 24-hour gas flaring by international, multinational corporations filled with the most educated white people. The most educated Americans and Europeans and French are the ones operating these companies, and they destroy. Millions of lives are lost, have been lost in the last decade due to just the pollution, the health pollution against Nigerian people. Now let's talk about capital flight, the amount of money that is still. This is not the Nigerian side of the corruption. No. Since white people have been hearing that Niger Delta, this is just no one excuse. Let me not go to Boko Haram and the arms proliferation by America and Libya. Let's just use Niger Delta as an example. Since they've been hearing all the atrocities that Shell has been causing in Niger Delta, how many times have you heard white people go online en masse and make it trend that Niger Delta is, they are white criminals destroying Niger Delta? Has it ever been a trending issue from the white Twitter or Instagram community about the criminality happening in West Africa in the hands of their best, the best of their society? There are over 1,000 Americans in one company called Chevron alone committing fraud in Nigeria every second. Massive fraud. The kind of fraud that nobody can even begin to comprehend. You strip people of their, you put them in poverty, and then you tell the people why they are in poverty that since they don't have money, they have no dignity. Only money can give them dignity. And these status things, status symbols, luxury goods that the rich produce. Not only do the rich produce these goods, they go to the poor neighborhoods and advertise it. Not only do they advertise it, they go there and they themselves use conspicuous consumption to oppress the poor. While the poor stay in their situation without no legitimate hope of escaping. Now there's a difference between a man that commits crime to eat and the man that is already eating but still committing crime. Tell me why people in the Senate are still stealing. They are sitting on billions, you are still stealing. Tell me why we're finding $47 million in empty apartments in a country where they say there's no money to build hospital. Honorary Andrew Yakubu, honorary GM of NNPC, had $9 million cash in his house. In that community, there are no good schools. In his community where they found that money, there's no school there. Let's go there. Let's go and look at the kind of school that is there. We are living in an open-air concentration camp. This country was created by the British to take away our labor and our resources, to exploit us. That's what Nigeria was created for. And that is what Nigeria is doing till today. Exploiting our labor in the cities and stealing our resources in the rural areas.